Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol SNDL, Sundial Growers Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel. Invest for tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I do want to announce that I have created a Twitter account. You can go ahead and see the link down below in the description. And I highly suggest to every single viewer, first time or subscriber or a frequent viewer of the channel, stay tuned till the end because I have a ticker symbol you are going to want to add to your watch list. I've been talking about WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance, but today I have a new one that I did a video on previously in the past. I'll go ahead and share that video with you guys. If you're interested, go ahead and comment down below. But stay tuned till the end because it's a new ticker symbol. It is not Walgreens. Walgreens is one you want to have on your radar. I have a new one for you guys. So let's go ahead and see here with SNDL how things are going. So I pulled up the MACD and the RSI. So if you guys aren't really familiar with it, the RSI has a point where when it's over, right, 70, it's overbought. When it's below 30, it's oversold. And when it's in the middle, it seems to be pretty stable. And then we have the MACD showing us different things. So this stock right now is continuing that slight upward trend, right? It broke the resistance, but it wasn't able to hold it. So I've been talking about it in this week and in the previous videos, how this stock may have a pullback. I started saying maybe around Wednesday or Thursday. Here we are Friday, and there was a slight pullback, but it seems to look like it's in the upward trend. I want to go ahead and advise every single investor to pay close attention to this stock moving forward. Pay very, very close attention to how SNDL is reacting and if it can break through resistance levels, because as I remove these, we're going to zoom more in to these figures, but you can see that the 50-day moving average is catching up to the price and the MACD is already going downwards. So as the stock is going upwards, behind the scenes, this is what I like about the MACD. It shows you the anticipation moving forward. Now, just because the MACD is showing this does not signify or guarantee that it's going to continue in the downward direction and that we're going to see the stock fall. That does not mean that at all. I don't want anybody to misinterpret that. But the MACD is pretty powerful at showing you movements that are to come or that the stock is actually going the opposite of, and it might start to turn around. So we need to watch this very carefully. It's had a wonderful run in the last couple of days, but the highest it's gone is almost to 75 cents. It reached 74.47, and I want every single investor to write that down. That's an important number, and anywhere in the 74 cent to 75 range is a very important position to have a close eye on as this continues to run up if the volatility persists in the upward direction. But the MACD is showing this, but as I remove the RSI and I start zooming in here, the RSI is starting to turn into light red shaded bars. If this blue line crosses the midway point, then we're going to start seeing it reflect in the chart, or the chart will just kind of level off and not continue momentum upwards. If this light green starts to pull up, or dark green instead of the light red, right, it starts to get smaller and smaller and disappear, like we could see here how it switched up and went from light red to dark green or light green, then we're going to start seeing some movement where it actually could do a reversal and bring this back up from breaking through the midway point and probably pull away from the 50-day moving average. So I want every single investor to be aware of these things. I pulled up those indicators so that everyone can pay close attention to them. It doesn't always signify that that's what's going to happen. I don't want anybody to misinterpret it. I'm not also trying to bash the stock or anything. I just want every single investor viewing. You guys know how I do this and how I do these videos. I'm very unbiased, and I like to touch base on every single probability possible that I'm aware of or that the chart is showing me. I might not catch everything, but I do my best to catch all of them. So the 50-day moving average is catching up to the price, and all it takes is for the bears to pull it slightly down, or even for the bulls to hang out sideways, and this stock could end up in bearish territory, giving leverage to the bears. And I want you guys to pull up your MACD. Remember, if the light red start to switch, and this can pull up away from the midway point as it's reaching, as you guys saw previously as I had it up, and it starts turning into light green or dark green, it could be a sign of pulling itself up, but there's still numbers that the chart is showing us that need to be broken through. And that's our new resistance and our new support. So I'm going to talk about this very closely here. And then we're also going to talk about it a little bit broader. So I want every single investor to go ahead and pay close attention to these numbers. These numbers are very important. So on the broader end, we have a support here of 64.57. If the 50-day moving average and support get broken through, that's your next point of reference moving forward. If you want to pull up the MACD while that's going on, you can, to see what it's showing and signifying. And also watch closely the RSI if it's hanging out sideways or pulling down pretty fast. Now, on the broader stretch of the upward movement, like I stated earlier, 74 cents to 75 cents are the most important numbers in the upward volatility. Now, our 50-day moving average here is 67.52. I can't land exactly on it. It's landing on 67.53, but 67.52 is the exact number. We're currently at 68 cents. If this breaks through the 50-day moving average, we'll be in bearish territory. But if we stay above it, we're in bullish territory. So our support here in bearish territory and the lowest point in this slight downward movement is 67.13. You definitely want to keep this number in mind and pay close attention to how it's reacting between the 64 cent range to the 67 cent range. And are the bulls trying to reappear, or are the bears tearing this down fairly fast? On the other hand, inside of the spectrum, we have our resistance, and this is the highest point before it started to fall after that slight recovery from bearish territory, and that is 72 cents. I'm just going to round it down. It says 72.01, but it's 72 cents. If that gets broken through, that needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can start to pull away, reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and get deeper into bullish territory, pulling away from the 50-day moving average. And then you'll also be able to see in the MACD that effect. And let me go ahead and pull that up one more time so you guys can see it. And remember, you will start to see in the MACD, right, the indication that it's starting to pull back upwards. And then these light red will turn into dark green or light green and slowly form a staircase effect like we see here and here, pulling it back up. So this is a really close one. Things are getting really close here. We're really close to the 50-day moving average, and everything right now is looking like a big tug of war, and we need to pay close attention to these cues for the next following day. So for those of you that have stayed to this point, thank you guys so much, and thank yourselves, because I'm going to share with you guys a stock that you definitely want to put on your radar. If you guys would like to go ahead and see the video where I talked about it, it was actually at around $24, $25 at the time, and now it's actually at $29. I believe that the room for it to continue to grow moving into 2021 is a big deal. And in that video, I talk about two IPOs that came out. This is actually a recent IPO from back in fall, and a lot of people may be overlooking it because it's not hyped and nobody's really talking about it. But there's some great things going on with that company, and why I believe you definitely want to put this on your radar. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold, but I do want to share with you guys. And the ticker symbol is ALGM. Some of you guys may be aware of it. Some of you guys may have heard it for the first time, may not even know what it is. I highly recommend doing your due diligence and research on it. But if you want to know more about it, comment down below how you feel about Sndl. Do you believe this is going to pull back? Do you think the run can continue? I know that there's more catalysts to come for Sndl, but we need to watch it carefully. And according to what type of investor you are, you might see an opportunity to buy based off your own rationalization, or a time to sell moving into next week and going ahead and positioning yourself for the next opportunity, or if that was your only opportunity as you saw this, or if you're long, you'll be able to rationalize based off your due diligence and research how to react. So I look forward to your guys' feedback on Sndl by commenting down below. I will share the link with you on the video where I talked about ALGM. And since that time, I was talking about it's a stock to put on your watch list. And now I'm here to tell you guys, you definitely want to add this to your watch list, especially with the momentum that it's building. And it's slightly just pulled back a little bit. We need to watch it moving forward, and it might be an opportunity to go ahead and see. So Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a first-time viewer and investor coming across this channel and you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And also, hit that like button to let me know you watched this video. I almost forgot what I was about to say. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.